They swore an oath that would change humanity forever. Where Syria meets Lebanon, a mountain pierces the clouds at nearly 9,000 feet. Locals call it Jabal al-Sheikh. Hebrews named it something far more ominous: Mount Hermon. In ancient tongues, the root word sherem carries a chilling meaning: consecrated, forbidden, cursed. According to texts far older than most civilizations, this summit witnessed an event that would corrupt the entire human race. Enoch's forbidden writings, preserved among the Dead Sea Scrolls at Qumran and within Ethiopian Orthodox tradition, tell a story that Genesis only hints at. 200 celestial beings known as Watchers abandoned their divine posts in heaven. They descended upon Mount Hermon and bound themselves with a mutual curse. Their leader feared his companions might abandon the plan, leaving him alone to face divine wrath. So they swore an oath so binding that the mountain itself became named for their terrible covenant. Samyaza led the rebellion. Ancient Hebrew renders his name as "he sees the name," or "my name has seen." Scholars believe this references one who gazed upon God's sacred name. Talmudic tradition preserves a haunting image. Samyaza hangs suspended between heaven and earth to this day, one eye closed, one eye open, forced to witness his eternal punishment. But Samyaza was more than a rebel. He became humanity's first drug lord. The Book of Enoch states that Samyaza instructed humanity in cutting roots and manipulating plants, not agriculture. Something far darker: pharmaceutical enchantments. Compounds designed to alter consciousness and control others. Humanity's first hallucinogens, first poisons, first mind-altering substances all flowed from his instruction. What came next would reshape civilization itself. 19 other chiefs descended with him. Each commanded legions of 10. Each carried forbidden knowledge heaven never intended for mortal minds. Artakov ranked second, his name connecting to Earth itself. Qumran fragments reveal he unveiled geomancy, reading landscapes, understanding fault lines, predicting earthquakes. Entire cities would rise or fall based on knowledge he unleashed upon the ancient world. Remishel followed third. Recent scholarship links his name to volcanic activity. Researchers believe he revealed how to harness underground forces and locate precious metals deeply hidden beneath the surface. But humanity was about to receive something even more dangerous. Fourth came Kokabel, Star of God. Ancient manuscripts explicitly name his instruction constellation knowledge, not mere stargazing, celestial navigation, astronomical calculation, secret patterns written across the night sky, ancient mariners crossing impossible oceans, architects aligning monuments with supernatural precision, all trace back to this instructor. Armumahel held fifth position, his name connecting to strength and divine might. Evidence suggests he imparted the dark arts of power and domination over others. Kings would rise using his methods. Sixth was Ramiel, Thunder of God. He revealed weather prediction to humanity, storm interpretation, lightning patterns, power to read skies before they unleash destruction. Imagine knowing when drought would strike, when floods would come, when to plant and when to flee. Daniel ranked seventh, not the prophet. This name simply means God is my judge. Irony, unmistakable. A being who rejected divine authority bore a name declaring submission to judgment. Traditions suggest he unveiled divination, the forbidden art of predicting future events. Ezekiel held eighth position, his name derived from shooting star. Qumran texts specifically state that Ezekiel revealed meteor interpretation. In ancient times, meteors were omens. Their reading could guide armies into battle and seal fates of kings. Ninth was Barakel, lightning of God. Enoch writings clearly identify his instruction. Astrology, reading human destiny in celestial movements. Every horoscope, every zodiac chart traces origin to this single fallen instructor. Then came the 10th chief, most notorious name in all Watcher tradition, Azazel. His name appears throughout ancient literature, from Leviticus to temple scrolls. Enoch describes his crimes vividly. Azazel armed humanity for organized slaughter, metallurgy, extracting iron from stone, forging swords, daggers, shields, breastplates. But weapons were only the beginning. He introduced beautifying eyelids, cosmetics, antimony for eye makeup, precious stones for jewelry, colored dyes and tinctures. Ancient beauty industries, seductive arts of vanity and desire, all flowed from his dark instruction. Ancient texts deliver their verdict with devastating simplicity. And the world was changed. 10 chiefs descended. 10 forbidden arts released. Humanity stands forever altered. But 10 more remained. Their teachings would prove equally transformative. Corruption had only begun. 10 chiefs had descended. 10 forbidden arts spread across the ancient world. But heaven's second wave of rebels carried knowledge equally devastating. Hermon held 11th position. In Hebrew, his name binds him forever to that cursed mountain, one of Hermon. The Book of Enoch reveal his dark specialty. Hermon instructed humanity in counter sorcery, loosing spells and breaking magical bonds. Where others bound, he freed. Imagine the power struggles that erupted when enchantment and counter-enchantment existed simultaneously across the ancient world. 12th came Matarel. Linguistic analysis connects him to rain and precipitation. Ancient sources suggest he unveiled secrets of water cycles and atmospheric phenomena, predicting droughts, anticipating floods, information that could save kingdoms or condemn them to ruin and starvation. Ananel ranked 13th, rendered Cloud of God. Not simple meteorology. Ananel revealed interpretation of cloud formations as divine signs, weather divination, reading celestial messages that shaped decisions of war and peace across ancient empires. 14th was Azazel. Partially enigmatic in surviving manuscripts, scholars connect his name to concealment and hidden things. Others link it to foundation. Evidence points towards sacred architecture, construction of temples designed to channel spiritual forces. Every ziggurat, every pyramid, every sacred structure across the ancient world may echo his forbidden instruction. Samyaza held 15th position, rendered Son of God. Ethiopian manuscripts explicitly state that Samyaza revealed signs of the sun, solar observation, eclipse prediction, calendar systems governing civilizations for millennia. Priests who predicted eclipses held power over kings. 16th came Sariel, Moon of God. He unveiled lunar cycles to humanity, tidal predictions, mysterious connections between moon phases and agriculture, feminine cycles, rhythms governing all living things. Fishermen, farmers, and midwives would depend on this knowledge for generations. Tamiel ranked 17th, also rendered Tamiel in manuscripts. His name suggests completeness. Ancient sources indicate he revealed astrology alongside fellows. Others suggest he disclosed secrets of mathematical proportion. Every golden ratio may trace to his influence. 18th was Turiel, rendered Rock of God. A grimoire bearing his name surfaced centuries later, claiming instructions for contacting this fallen entity. Turiel reportedly disclosed geological formations and sacred geometry of mountains themselves. Yomiel held 19th position, rendered Day of God. He unveiled temporal knowledge. Measurement of days, organization of time into meaningful units, foundation of all scheduling and planning. Finally, 20th was Yahadiel. In Hebrew, his name combines elements meaning God leads, or unity with God. Consider the devastating irony. Last among chiefs, Yahadiel bore a name suggesting divine guidance while leading humanity further from the divine. Scholars suggest he represented final corruption, perversion of spiritual leadership itself. Every false prophet follows the pattern he established. Together, 20 chiefs commanded 200 fallen watchers. Collectively, they altered human civilization forever. But they did more than teach. They took wives from daughters of men. Offspring bore a name echoing through Scripture. Nephilim, giants. In Enoch, Scripture describes them 300 cubits tall. Such beings would tower like mountains themselves. These giants consumed everything. When food supplies exhausted, they turned on humanity. Cannibalism on an apocalyptic scale. Giants devouring men. Drinking human blood, sinning against birds, beasts, reptiles, fish. Cries of humanity reached heaven. 4 archangels witnessed the devastation. Michael, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel brought petition before the Most High. Response was absolute and terrifying. God commanded Raphael to bind Azazel, cast him into darkness in the desert of Judea, cover him with jagged rocks until final judgment, when eternal fire would consume him. Michael received orders to bind Samyaza and associates, imprison them in the valleys of earth for 70 generations. First, they witnessed slaughter of their giant offspring. Then darkness, then chains, then waiting. A flood followed. Genesis records it simply. The Book of Enoch explains why God had to flood the earth. Corruption had grown so complete that only catastrophic cleansing could restore the earth and purge the bloodline of humanity. But the influence persisted. Teaching survived, metallurgy endured, cosmetics remained, astrology flourished. Forbidden knowledge became woven into culture so deeply we no longer recognize its origins. 20 chiefs, 200 fallen beings, Mount Hermon, an oath of rebellion, forbidden knowledge unleashed, and humanity was never the same again.